What's good on YouTube? Training Life here. One more time, guys. As always, your boy on a blank mission, man. Well, the mission ain't blank yet, but it's looking pretty bleak. You know what I'm talking about? I gotta head out. I gotta go to a certain rail yard where you need your own chassis. And come to find out, you know, there's asking us like, I was asking them like, where do you get a chassis from? They gave me the work the day before, and so we gotta call in the same day to see where we get the chassis from, right? I said okay, but they could book a chassis the night before, but it'd be expired by the time I get to work the next day. That's a waste of a booking. So they said just wait for the next day. So I wait for the next day, and I called this morning. Hey, where the chassis at? You know, close to where I'm at. Woo woo. The closest chassis to me, guys, is 40 miles away. The opposite way of where I gotta go. Now they can pay you for a bobtail and all that stuff, guys. It's the time, it's the principle, man. Now sometimes you can call it. By this being the beginning of the week, I don't want to call it just yet. I want to get the week going, get something on the plate. But I'm gonna get us an hour or so to get going. If it don't, then I'm gonna actually call it, guys. Hey guys, I go to the yard that's closest to me right now because we might have a plan. We might be able to grab it empty out the yard, guys, and take it to a place, get it lifted off, get the chassis, then go to the rail. So I'm supposed to go to the yard and see what's there. But hopefully that works better than me driving 40 miles away, you know? I mean, you see I'm here. These are the two boxes I gotta get, right? I came here to get a certain chassis. That chassis is the one I need to do what I need to do at the drop yard. But as you can see, it's here dropped. The whole thing is here ready to go. You know what I'm talking about? But it's going to the wrong place. While I'm dropping this thing out, they take the whole thing, the chassis and the box. So driving over here is pretty much for a waste of time, pretty much. And that right there, that chassis I don't even need. This is some of the shenanigans you got to deal with, guys. For this who asks, do I get paid stop off? Yes, I do. But still, my time is more valuable than freaking stop-offs. This is crazy, man. So now, I got to run backwards. So here's the thing. Here's the deal, guys. This is just a vlog, guys, in case you want to do this type of business, you know, and you might find yourself in a situation like this. Especially if you're not a company driver. So picture this, guys. I got to go to a rail that's way up north that you can't go there without a chassis. You need a chassis to go there. I can go there, get a load, take it to back out south to another customer, do a drop and hook, grab an empty from that customer, take the empty wherever it's going, because they don't know yet, get a lift off, take that chassis again, take it back to the rail yard. If it's the same size chassis, like a 40 footer and a 45. They're the two chassis I need. So here's the deal. I'm already going to a rail yard that I really don't too much care for. I told them that. That's why it's hard for them to move this, because a lot of people don't like going up there. And the time of day, it's not a good time to go up there. But I told them I'd do it because, you know, at the end of the day, I'm out here to move, make money, not to move just be moving my truck. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so now I got to run backwards. So instead of me going to the rail yard because I can't find a freaking chassis, instead of driving 40 miles away. Wait a minute. Nah, man, I had a thought there. My mind is racing. So instead of me driving 40 miles away somewhere else to get a chassis, now I'm gonna drive about a good 20-something miles away to the customer, pick up the empty that I was supposed to got on my way back from the rail, but since there's no chassis around here, around close to 1 hour. All right, guys, welcome back to the Getting About That Jam episode, whatever this is. That look on my face right there is a look of disgust. And this is the type of stuff you gotta deal with when you driving as an owner-operator, you out there trying to make your duckies for the day. You gotta deal with stuff like this, man. It's like nobody really care, man. It's like you know you gotta get this load moved. And the customers know they want their freight. But on the dilemma come in like with the chassis depots and how you gotta get boxes, people, that's up to you. Pretty much what I'm saying is, you want to give you some work like this type of business right here with the 40s and 20s. They give you some work, you got to figure out how to do it. I'm at, I have to run backwards, so now I got to go get the empty first, go get it lifted off somewhere else, then go back up north, get the load, bring it back. Here's the kicker, guys. The one I got to pick up is a 45. The second load I got to get out of there from up north, I got to go up there twice. The second one I get from up there, guys, the second one is a 45-foot chassis. You guys, if you watch enough of my videos, guys, if you watch enough of my videos, you know 45s are hard to find. So it dawned on me, because dispatch don't care about this, guys. All dispatch like, well, you know, it's okay. Well, you know, you just run backwards and, you know, work it out. You know, okay? I said, wait, hold on. You ain't finna speed past that. Like, work what out? What are you gonna work it out? I said, tell you what, I'm gonna do this first leg first. Give me something else different after on the second leg, because the 45s are hard to find. You know, dispatchers are fast talking. Like, yeah, you know, well, you go down there. You know. I'm like, yeah, you're nothing. I need to know for sure. Slow down. Talk to me, brother.
Hey, hey, dispatchers will talk fast, man. Cause all they trying to do is clear that board, man. They don't care who gets screwed in the process. And the mission I'm on this one, I'm definitely gonna get screwed if I don't do it right, man. So you gotta like kind of, hey, slow down, talk to me, man. Tell me what is this plan you talking about here? Cause your plan sounding crazy. So now I'm trying to conjure my own plan here, try to get this job done. And man, all this out here to try to make your money, guys. That's what I'm saying. You deal with rail yards, intermodal, and you're on the op, you're gonna have to deal with stuff like this. That's all I'm saying.
But anyway, this is the type of stuff you gotta deal with. So anyway, I'll see you guys at the customer. I'm gonna take you guys on a journey with this. This is some of the crazy stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with no rail yards, guys. But this is the rail yard industry. On the hunt for these freaking things, because somebody up top decided they want to have certain boxes on certain chassis. This is not a complaining or rant video, guys. I'm just showing you guys that.
All right, so right here, what I'm talking about is like, so the whole plan right here was to go there, run backwards pretty much to work at the end of the day. I would do it to like obtain a chassis, but the plan is backfiring because this box I gotta get right here and this chassis that is on, why I take it to get rid to terminate the empty or whatever, they take the whole thing, you drop the whole thing, so it's not a lift off. So it's pretty much a waste of time doing that one because I ain't gonna have no chassis. Cause they gonna take the whole thing. They gonna take your stuff, man, when you drop it off. That's the crazy part about this whole business. It just like the rules, man. The rules is so wild with it, man. And I wonder how do people even ship this way? Knowing all the stuff you gotta go through with this stuff, man. But anyway, I digress.
If you want to do this type of business, you got to deal with, if you deal with these things right here, you got to deal with that. You got to deal with them right there. But anyway, all right, guys, stay tuned. Sorry, YouTube, I'm away at the customer. It's a little busy at the customer, but you know what? I got to check in, but I ain't going to check in yet. I know this customer kind of well, so I'm going to go get my box first. Then I'm going to check in after these. Hopefully these guys can clear it out some by then. Hopefully. So I grab it right quick. I don't even know where it's going. Figure out where it's going. And, you guys with me, man. It gotta make sense, man. It gotta make sense to make sense. So anyway, let me try to grab this box real quick, guys, and we'll go from there. All right. So now I'm looking for ECMU 447045. So I'm gonna look at the last three digits, 045. 045, 045, 045, right there, found it. Always some crazy stuff going on with this stuff. And it's too high. You see, guys, it's too high right there. See how high that is? That'll give you a high hook, guys. What happens is sometimes, if it's that high, it'll move back toward the fifth wheel. And when it move back toward the fifth wheel, this'll lock, but that'll be on the top of it because that bottom lip right there, I'll catch it good enough to push that pin back and lock this. And you think you got it, so this will be on that. You let it down with the landing arm, and you think you got it, you don't, because this will be sitting on top of it inside of the fifth wheel thing. It'll be like a little space right there. You can see it, or you'll hear it click. I had it happen the other day. I thought I grabbed it. I did a high hook. I thought I grabbed it. I heard the click. I did tuck test. Truck went way forward. Trailer still sitting still. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I need this chassis, but if it got a flat, I can't use the chassis. You know what I'm saying? So let me make sure this stuff is. Let me make sure it's kind of okay, man. I told you, man. You got that, boy. All right, that's good. All right, no flats. Cord hanging down. Okay, that's for the ABS light. Okay, that ain't bad. Make sure you still check the empty because, you know, you never know, man, with these.
And also, too, right here, the way I'm taking this empty at, they check the empties right, like I just said in the video. But also, too, on another token is it's going to defeat the whole purpose if they refuse this empty. If I take this empty over there, because I need this chassis to move a load. I'm not moving no loads yet, so I'm not getting paid much yet. I got to stop off but I'm not getting paid much yet. Now I'm pretty sure I've been out there for at least 2 hours at this point, at least 2 hours, trying to make some sense of this stuff, man. And in order to make that 2 hours make some sense, I gotta make some money. So I gotta get this move. So if I get this over there and refuse this box and the chassis, now I drove over there pretty much. I get another stop off. But that's it. I might have to go find some way to get rid of that thing again to get the chassis. That's what you gotta make. This business right here is deep, man. It's deep. Cause when I take it to a container yard, they check this stuff, and if it's bad, they'll take it, but they'll find the company. Or if it's too bad, they'll refuse it. So make sure I don't want to make this day a lot longer than what it have to be. So I'm looking inside and making sure they know it's okay at least to get rid of. I need the chassis. And this door open. Ain't no string on it, that's why it's open. You know what? I ain't worried about that right now. Hit this. One. All right, let me let this box down some, grab this boy. Try to get the lift off over here at this container yard. I don't even know, the crazy part, guys, I don't even know where it's going yet. I don't know where it's going. Remember, if it don't make sense, because it don't make sense, you gotta make your money, man. Otherwise, don't do all this stuff. It ain't worth it. Anyway, all right, guys, stay tuned. Let it down, water come down on your head, man. It's raining, now it's a little rainy out here too. So you see that space went away, guys, up under there? Now I did see you guys see me back up, right? Make sure this is connected. I did a little tug test too to make sure I connected it, guys. On top of me trying to make my money for the day, guys, you gotta be safe. Cause this thing will come off that fifth wheel. I gotta be careful too, cause my doors, they not latched. I could put some zip ties on that too when I pull out. I'm just gonna watch my doors, man. If they swing out, as long as I'll show you guys what I'm talking about in a minute, man. Anyway, guys, there's a lot of nuggets in this video, man, but the whole purpose is me getting this chassis, man. I need this chassis to go move my rail load, guys. I supposed to got this at the end of the day, but because it's so, stuff is so just jacked up, man, you gotta make sense of it, man. Anyway, all right, guys, let me check this out with the customer quick. All right, guys, stay tuned. All right, he coming this way, so I'm gonna let him go, guys. I got air running to the back right now. I didn't run no air to the back, guys, when I was hooking up with the fifth wheel, because I didn't want that thing to roll while I was trying to connect to it, you know? So, in case you guys was wondering why I had the air running, I had the air running if I'm connected to the trailer, and the trailer brakes is released so I can see if there's any air leaks back there, but the tractor brakes are set so the box won't move, or the truck won't move. This guy moving so slow right now, though. He moving so slow. As soon as he get out the way, I'm gonna move forward and watch my doors. I'm watching the other side while I'm watching this side too, because both of them ain't got no latches on them. So, I could put zip ties on the guys, but I really don't feel like I'm finna close them anyway. All right, let's go. Make sure she able to roll. And she not rolling. Why is she not rolling? She not rolling at all, man. Got no time for this, man. She not rolling, man. You know what, man, this might be a sign, man. Hold on, you know what, no, hold on, wait. Let me go and see if I could. Why is this not rolling? Man, it ain't rolling, man. This thing ain't rolling. You know what, man, dog it, man. All right here, man. I'm laughing, man, because I'm looking back on it, man. That sucked, man. That sucked bad. So, I imagine all the stuff I'm trying to go through, trying to get some money on the table pretty much. And the chassis won't roll. That day it was kind of chilly, but it wasn't cold. It wasn't like they not frozen. The brakes are not frozen, but the box don't want to roll. Again, this is real yacht equipment, man. So this stuff may work with the last drop, may not work with you. It may this stuff is just crappy equipment, man. I'm trying to like really get this stuff done, man. Your day is getting drug out longer and longer and longer dealing with this type of stuff. That's all I'm saying. So I sounded frustrated on it because I am. All right, guys, stay tuned. That one, that's not on the drum. That's on the drum. Dumb brake stuck right there. Hold on, this one ain't stuck. You know what? I'm gonna give some love taps anyway, man. Why not? This one released too. That one released. See the space between them? That one released, man. So alright guys, so like I was saying, ain't no space between the brake and the drum right here. So you gotta hit it, man, and get it unstuck. Rust builds up. What type of stuff stop? I don't know if you guys remember on the video I told you when stuff started going wrong on days when your stuff started to start going wrong. You sometimes you gotta call it, but like sometimes you just gotta tough it out. This is one of them days I was telling myself I should call it because stuff was just going wrong. From the first box with the whole thing going to a drop yard where they taking the whole thing, to me driving out here to run backwards to get this chassis and it won't roll because now I'm out here extra 30, 45 minutes to an hour trying to get this thing to work. And I'm like, man, I should just leave it alone, man. But you know, if I leave it alone, I'm out there for no reason. I'm literally out there for no reason. And sometimes if you don't do no work for that day, they might not even pay you to stop off because you ain't got no record of nothing showing and proving that you was out there. So they technically supposed to pay you for the stop off, but if you had a load on the board, they could put the stop off to that load. So it shows you being out there. They could put a stop off outside of you not being attached to a load, but the chances are slim. So in order for me to make something for that day, if I move at least one load, it can attach that stop off to it. At least I have that plus a stop off. But the day is going crazy at this point. Get too old for this, man. You know what though? If this don't work, guys, I'm gonna call it. If they ain't got nothing, I'm gonna call it one for today, guys, because I think it's a sign, man. It might be a sign. Like I say, sometimes when things going too wrong or too crazy in one day, guys, sometimes take a L, baby. See that front tire not moving? That front one is not moving, man. Alright guys, I ain't want to do it, but I'm finna adjust the brakes, guys. And some people may say, why am I doing all this? Because, man, look, watch this. Because I know where this box is going. You go watch right here, guys. Look right here between that. Watch, I'm finna do it. I'm finna come off I'm gonna come off a whole turn, guys. Right here. That's a half. That's a half turn. One more turn, make it a half. Full turn. See the space right here? Some people come off a 3/4 turn, I come off a half, guys. Now this brake should roll. I was hitting it because the brakes is a little adjusted. You know what? I'm gonna come off a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Right there. Also right here, that the first half turn, it was more of like a little over. It was a little under a half a turn. So that extra turn I did was a full turn. If you look at the way the wrenches is, I don't know, I was so busy trying to shoot, adjust, and get up the road, so my mind really wasn't in the game. But now I'm looking back at it, the first two turns is probably like 3/4 of a turn, so that last little turn was a full turn. Some people come off a 3/4, some people come off a half. But with these brakes that I had dealing with on this day, it was just, I'd rather come off a full, because somehow it was adjusting too tight and getting back tightened up or whatever. Again, I'm not a mechanic, I'm just learning from make it happen. I had to make this work. But that's rolling. That's rolling, this rolling. This the only one that wasn't rolling, guys. So I'm doing all this, man, because I know where this box is going. I need this chassis, man. I could try to call to get another one. Who knows where it's going? May make my day a whole lot longer, guys. So I adjusted the brakes, guys. Keep a little cheap tool set with you guys. I'm no mechanic, but I tell you what, I make things happen, man. What I got, man. Believe me, but if you got the right tools, it make your job a lot easier, guys. All right, so now that should roll. You see the space between now? When you hit with a hammer and it don't move because they ain't stuck to the drums, adjust the brakes, guys. If it's always stuck to the drum, come off about 3/4 turn off the drum, you should be okay.
Make sure you take your little tool set, you put it to the side somewhere, guys. Last time I put mine on my drive tires, and I pulled off. I had tools all over the road. But anyway, close this right quick. Make sure it be closed before you leave the customer, man. This customer don't check the empty. They already know it's empty in their system, so this should roll. If it don't roll, guys, I'm leaving this thing right here. I seen space between the drum and the freaking brake. There we go. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. You better close. You better close, girl. Oh yeah, we rolling. We got action, baby. Oh yeah, guys, we got action, man. We got action. All right, guys, still on the mission. I gotta get rid of this box, and I need this chassis, man. All right, guys, I made it to the rail to get rid of this empty. To get this chassis, as you can see, sit on the street. Train blocking us from getting in, man.
All right, this is my last commentary on this video, guys. But right here, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna sit in the video. All this stuff I'm going through, at this point, I'm out there like at least 5-6 hours at this point. And I have not made nothing but that one stop off. And that's not even a guarantee. So I get to this rail yard to get this off, but the line is on the street because rail yards sometimes have backups on the street. And of course, I rolled into one right here. So now I'm going through all of this. Imagine this is on the street. So all these trucks that got to go inside that rail yard, part of them probably going where I'm going to the liftoff area, and part of them probably going somewhere else. And it's already rail yard. It's already trucks inside the rail yard. They got to get the liftoff too already over there. So they including these guys plus the ones inside of there. The line is going to be just super long. This is the type of stuff that you got to deal with when you do rail yards.
You can't make this stuff up, guys. I promise you that. I promise you can't make this stuff up, guys. Guys, the only reason I'm still doing this right now, man, is because remember that second load I was supposed to get from that rail yard up north? I told them, man, I ain't gonna be able to do that one. I ain't gonna be able to do it. So we worked out a different deal where, you know how this was negotiating, man. You know, they ain't gonna budge, man, unless you got some facts. And it had to make sense for both of us, you know. So I told them, I ain't making no money on none of this stuff at the end of the day if I do that second one. We gotta switch this thing up. So they switched it up, so now it makes more sense on the back end. So I'm glad I did it between adjusting freaking brakes to get this freaking chassis, come over to this freaking rail yard. I'm back. Anyway, so now it make more sense for me to do it now, guys. So that's why I'm willing to do this. So anyway, YouTube, hope this video is helpful. Give you a little understanding of how to make sense out of your job. And I'll see you guys next video. Peace.